Ladies and gentlemen, we are live for another historic Trump speech. I had Tonka just messaging me, "Are you playing the Trump FIFA speech?" What kind of question is that? If you guys ever ask me, am I playing a Trump speech? I have not missed a Trump speech for almost 2 months now. Not a single speech. The only things I'll sometimes miss is when he's like off the Air Force One. But that only applies to like the Trump weeklies and monthlies. So, you know, it's not that great way to start the morning. Or for me, great way to start the afternoon. I was actually thinking of popping open a cold one already at noon. But you know what? I should wait off on that. I'll wait till we print on this mention before I do that. Okay, first off, how legendary was the Christmas tree signing yesterday? I mean, I really wish I could have gotten the 8 War home, but like that felt so good yesterday where we just called bullshit on the market saying like hottest. Like I was so bullish on hottest before that speech yesterday. I added in 8 Wars, which I think was still plus EV, but I should have sized up. I wish I could have. I kind of tried to. Do I hate Biden at 33? I don't. I don't hate it. But, you know, this is a much more international setting. So I want to think like it could more be no's. But honestly, I probably think Biden is maybe oversold on the yes side. I don't know if I have the conviction to take it. What I took was I have some soccer no that I got. Look at the prices, guys. Don't start market buying stuff. I got soccer no at 10 cents. Okay. He's probably going to say soccer, but I didn't think 90% was very fair. I just think there's a lot of uncertainty in these speeches. Yes, last year, or not last year, but last Olympics it was very short, you know, and this is for an international audience, you know. So look, Trump loves to ramble and riff in any given moment, so you know, be careful. But because there's such a high degree of uncertainty, I usually default to taking some no shares, and then I'm gonna watch live and maybe live trade this a bit. I would have liked to pick up hottest if I could get it a little bit cheaper. I just don't think it works necessarily at 68. But it's so funny because every damn speech, there's a reason to think hottest streak won't continue. But I think he'll probably say it. The one sketchy thing to know about this is that, what about Saudi Arabia? I mean, Saudi Arabia and hottest are somewhat correlated. But, okay, something to note is when they were doing this news thing, CNBC, wow, you got economy no in the 30s? It's a really good price. Damn, I got it in the 50s. Dude, I really could have gotten no at 25 cents this morning if I had been up early. I literally always say I got to do these things earlier. Sometimes they're just priced so stupid. How do I not get that? I could have gotten like a few K shares. Economy, no. I don't know how it's... But guys, it's now 70 cents. I don't know if that's because I was saying I had economy, no. But like, don't market buy this stuff. Please. Please, God. Just put a maker order. This is not value at 70 cents for no. Okay. Peace at 91, history at 51. Yeah, he almost always hits peace and history. I'm looking at this one. It's just like, yeah, I don't really know. You know what I mean? This is not my specialty. I don't know this Gianni guy, and like, I haven't watched all his speeches. Could he say historic instead of history? Yeah, I mean, I would gladly sell this soccer no. That's a good point by Tonka. Guys, so you see, I'm putting a limit sell on soccer no. Okay? This is in front of your eyes. That is my limit order. I would definitely take profits. I just think the spread's super high. This probably won't fill. But let's see. I tried to get 1K and then got completely penny jumped. I was the top bid at 10 cents earlier. Yep, you are right, Tonka. And honestly, I would sell economy no here at 70 cents probably. Maybe I'll try that. Okay, guys. You can't call this pumping and dumping, okay? I literally said this is bad at 70 cents. You can watch my limit order here, okay? So if you market by this, you are filling my shares for economy no. I do not think there is value in economy no at 68 cents. You heard it here first. Yeah, I mean, I'll just set this at 30. I'll see if it fills. And then I'll pull it if the speech starts. I mean, he'll probably say soccer. It's just like there's so much uncertainty with this speech. It's going to be super short. So I don't really understand the conviction of 90%, you know? Nobel's pretty interesting. I would probably buy Nobel at 32. Let me actually look at this a little bit. Oh. I'm on the watch party stream. Has this already happened? Oh, no. This is just the CNBC one. Which is better, CNBC or does AP have a... Is FIFA stream up?
Now, the biggest sporting event in history will take over North America, the FIFA World Cup 2026.
Yes,
wait, let me mute.
The tournament truly starts today with the draw.
Yes, we're delighted.
What the hell is the audio on this freaking video? Jeez. I thought that was me. That's just a terrible stream. Alright, let me find... What are these links?
Yes, we're delighted to be joined by so
CNBC. What is the audio, man? Do you hear that when I try to do the audio? Ugh, that's terrible. Maybe Sky News is better. There's a Fox 5. Oh, there's a Fox News one.
Funny you should mention Tom Brady. Now, no pressure, Kevin, but this draw is being watched by between 500 million and 1 billion people right now.
500 million and 1 billion. Wow. I bet you half of those are mention market enjoyers.
Well, you guys look great down here. But
Holy cow, people bought this?
Greatest stars are joining us here. It's a who's who at Capitol. And celebrities,
W.
music, film, and of
People are
course,
buying this?
greatest footballers and coaches of all time.
Oh my gosh. What a great idea from Tonka to sell these.
On the red carpet. So you're on the red carpet. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling great. This is an amazing atmosphere. So exciting.
Amazing. Well, again, we gotta talk some stuff later too. Jaime, ¿dónde estás? ¿Dónde estás, Jaime? Ay, te pasé. ¿Cómo estás?
Okay,
¿Te sientes bien?
I'm going to turn it down a little bit. How long is this going to be till Trump comes out? That's the question.
Bueno, and we have White Caps John over here. Represent. Oh my God, you guys moved you around. How are you? I'm good, man. Representing Haiti, who have qualified for the World Cup this
Why is Ronaldo so high? There's no way. I don't know, man. I'm like,
Danny, I appreciate that. Listen, North America, guys, is where it's all happening. From June 11th, because the greatest show on the planet is coming to Canada, Mexico, and the U.S.
Ronaldo at the White House. But does 60 cents really, Baron is a fan of Ronaldo? It's a hard one to try to guess. No, I get what you're saying. Okay, when I'm looking at these mentions, I try to just, at a high level first, handicap which way I think it's going to go. I defer to this being more of a no speech. Wow, look at that. Already $75 on economy. I defer to this being more of a no speech. So I also will not play with, I would caution anyone playing with like hottest or anything like that. I would caution playing any strikes that were said in his interview before, because people could try to rules cuck it. Just be aware of that. I don't think they'll win, but that's why I'm not going to play hottest. Man, I do really like the idea of Nobel, though. He'll probably read off a teleprompter. I don't know, man. Mexico, yes. Probably a good play. He already said Mexico and Canada, like right in the opener when they were just asking him questions. So those are probably pretty close to locks. Tickets, he's gonna say. I think he'll say hottest.
Oh, it had to. Certainly got me in the mood. Listen, whether you were on the field of the stadium or watching it from your couch at home like me, everybody remembers their first World Cup. Like so many Americans, it was the US '94 for me. Okay, boys get through the group stage.
See if I can get some no on investment.
It was a tournament that honestly made me fall in love with the game of football.
Definitely take this at 67. Yeah, he has to say Mexico and Canada. They literally talked to him, the reporters, like before this, and he said it in like the first. He did say it in the Q&A beforehand. Go. I don't think it will count, but under that same reason, I would only buy a yes hottest. I wouldn't risk buying no, just in case somebody tries to, you know, go on the rules. Oh, here's the FIFA president. Is it really? Is it really just going to show Trump? Wait. This is Gianni talking. This is Gianni. All right.
So, ladies and gentlemen, señoras y señores, mesdames et messieurs, welcome. Bienvenidos, bienvenue. Benvindos, benvenuti, willkommen, ahlan wa sahlan in all the languages of the world, of course in the language of football
Happiness
as well,
provider.
which is the language of passion, which is the language of love, which is the language of happiness, because you should know that
Okay, I'll
FIFA
switch streams.
is the official happiness provider for humanity since over 100 years, right? Now, before we start, let me just welcome and greet some very special
También y un gran aplauso a la presidenta de México, Claudia Sheinbaum. Bienvenida. And of course, a big applause as well for the Prime Minister of Canada, Mark Carney, and the First Lady, Mrs. Carney Fox. Thank you so much for being here, for being with us. I will make you work a little bit later on, but we have time for that. For now, we are welcoming everyone. We are here, of course, to celebrate the FIFA World Cup 2026 draw of what will be the greatest FIFA World Cup ever. It's much more than just a sporting event. It's simply the greatest event that humanity, that mankind has ever seen and will ever see. We have three beautiful countries, Mexico, Canada, and the United States. We have 16 wonderful host cities. We have 48 excellent teams from 48 different countries around the world who will compete in 104 matches to become the one and only world champion. What an exciting summer from the 11th of June to the 19th of July that we will have here. This will be unique, this will be stellar, this will be spectacular because we'll have 7 million people in the stadiums. We will have 2, 3, 4 times more millions of people coming to the US, to Canada, to Mexico, just to feel the vibe of the World Cup. We'll have 6 billion people watching the World Cup from home, from all over the world. So I will say this now in American, our American English, so that everyone understands me. This is like 104 Super Bowls in 1 month. This is the magnitude of what we organize, ladies and gentlemen. And today, of course, we are here to celebrate, to be happy. We always have to remember to enjoy ourselves. This is the official draw which will set, of course, the match schedule, but it's not a normal draw because we are in America, and because we are in America, we need to make a show, right? So we have the best presenters, we have the best moderators, we'll have the best artists. We have seen Maestro Bocelli, incredible. Can we clap hands for Maestro Bocelli once again? Goosebumps. We'll have the best draw assistants, the best athletes in all the biggest sports in the world, meaning in America, of course. Of course, we have the best public here at the Kennedy Center. All of you, 2,000 persons here, thank you very much, and 1 billion people will watch us from home. So let me try something that probably never happened and nobody knows about that. So they will kill me when I go out here. Let's do something that I think the Kennedy Center has never, ever seen. Are there Americans in the room? Make some noise.
Yeah.
Okay. Are there Canadians in the room? Okay. Are there Mexicans in the room? Okay. So, and there are people from 200 different countries in the world as well in this room. So I would like, with your collaboration, to show to these people from all over the world what they can expect when they come to North America next summer. So I will count 1, 2, 3, and then I want the Americans only to chant USA, USA, USA until I tell you to stop, okay? Only the Americans, right? So 1, 2, 3, USA! Okay, good, good, good. That's pretty good. We make this theater vibrate as a football stadium. Now the Canadians. Are you ready, Canadians? Canada, 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 right? The same, huh? Are you ready? 1, 2, 3. Good, good, good. Excellent, excellent. And now our Mexican friends.
Yeah, tickets getting
1, 2, 3, México, México, vamos. 1, 2, 3. Muy bien, muy bien. Thank you very much. This is what we want. We want to have fun. We want to enjoy the show. It will be absolutely fantastic. Thank you for coming. Take care.
Is he done?
Yes. Oh.
Thank you, President. Thank you.
Got him pumped up. That's what you just did, Johnny. Good job, man. Super, super pumped up. Listen, as we all know, guys,
Wait.
football has the power to unite the world
Yeah, I
and
assume.
do so
I don't know
much
how this
good,
works,
right?
so I'm
We all
not
know
confident
that.
enough to buy.
We've actually seen it. Now,
was I just
what I've been
super
looking
slow
into,
that I should have
okay, I've been
just
looking into
eaten
some
those
summer
shares?
plans, thanks to a little tip that I got from Gianni himself. And I can tell you that for the first time ever, the World Cup final halftime show will be box office. Do you hear me?
Look at you with your connections, Kevin.
Yeah.
Tell us more.
Well, I can't do that. I can't tell you more because that would be against the agreement that I agreed to. Okay, but what will be revealed?
Be careful.
I'm not gonna say too much. I'm not gonna let it out the bag. Okay, but what I can tell you this, I can tell you that the showcase.
Holy
will
cow, this
showcase
went up to
FIFA's
87?
amazing
Why did I just hit this
with
at
global
20?
citizens to billions around the planet?
All right,
I
I'm
can
an
give you at
idiot.
least that much.
I need to have some
That's a
conviction.
nugget, right there.
In every corner of the world, in every classroom,
I was focused on a tweet.
on every pitch.
Someone was tweeting at me, and I was looking at a freaking tweet, so then I missed this. Peace prizes after the second musical performance. So do we buy cheap peace shares? Okay.
How we get there? At the FIFA World Cup 2026,
Every seat filled
every cheer,
Every game.
creates real impact for young people around the world.
It accelerates access to quality learning and connects education with the world's favorite game.
This is how football's global reach,
turns into global impact.
the time is now.
Now,
Now.
a hora é agora.
Through the
Okay. Let's see about this. Peace prizes after the second musical performance. I need to lock in, dude. I'm not paying attention. I was looking at tweets. And I just missed, like, the best freaking trade ever. I could have bought the no's at 16, flipped them for 80, then bought the yeses when people dumped. Guys, I need to lock in. What am I doing? I was looking at freaking tweets. What am I looking at Twitter for? God. It was because Foster was making a post right when I was looking at this. And PMT confirmed. Hey, Foster, you're the one who just made the post. Now Adam is asking me to actually take the 80-20. Do I do it, Foster? How confident are you? Are you going to let Adam disrespect you? You need to take some of that size. $0.80 for any. What did? Oh, I can't even hear audio anymore. They just muted audio. Or did I mute my headphones? Wait. Foster, because I was looking at your tweet, I just missed the most generational trade. I could have bought Peace No at 20, then somebody mogged it up to 80. I could have flipped it at 80, then bought cheap Yes shares because he's going to give the Peace Award, people are saying. Okay, I got to just focus on Trump. You know, the funny thing is nobody knows when Trump is actually going to speak. So, what if Trump... So is Trump only going to talk because of getting the Peace Award for the most part, you think, Foster? Where do they confirm this dude is giving a peace prize? Oh, it's always talked about that Trump's going to get the peace prize. But whether or not they're going to do it here, is it official that they're doing it at the draw? I don't know. Why is Bone on there? I don't know. There's a ton of ways they could say Bone. Who's up now? Okay, I'm going to turn it back with the audio.
Global honor, the FIFA Peace Prize.
All right, Foster.
This annual prize recognizes
Soccer's
an
all the way
individual
down to
who has
70s for
taken
yes.
Extraordinary action for peace, and in doing so, helped unite people across the globe.
Look, I have a limit sell at 30 cents.
The inaugural FIFA Peace Prize is
I'd
presented
love
on
to.
behalf of the billions of people who love this game and want peace. In this spirit, we honor a dynamic leader who has engaged in diplomatic efforts that created opportunities for dialogue, de-escalation, and stability, and who has championed the unifying power of football on the world stage. The inaugural 2025 FIFA Peace Prize is proudly bestowed upon the President of the United States of America, the Honorable Donald J. Trump. He has supported efforts to broker ceasefires and promote diplomatic engagement, actions that helped create conditions in which peace could take root. Under President Trump's leadership, the historic Abraham Accords were signed, bringing the first real progress in the Middle East.
Can you believe Trump won this prize? How incredible for him.
Ensured that peace exists between the Democratic Republic of Congo.
All right, we're celebrating early.
Cambodia and Thailand, Kosovo and Serbia, India and Pakistan, Egypt and Ethiopia, and Armenia and Azerbaijan. President Donald J. Trump's actions have also ensured
I need some
that
seltzer
peace
water. I'm
exists
thirsty.
between Israel and Hamas by brokering the Gaza peace plan, and he is making a continued effort to bring a lasting peace between Russia and Ukraine.
Unprecedented win. You know what they call Trump?
Actions to
They call him the
pursue
peacemaker.
peace around the world. As FIFA President Gianni Infantino has said, in an increasingly unsettled and divided world, it is fundamental to recognize those who work to end conflicts and bring people together in the spirit of peace. Football stands for peace. For his exceptional actions taken in the cause of world peace that have helped unite people across our world, we congratulate the 2025 FIFA Peace Prize. Football Unites the World recipient.
So he must be speaking right now, which is good. Yeah, here we go. I'm pulling orders. Here he is. Let's make sure I'm up fast.
Please welcome 4 United States Marines and the FIFA
Marines
Peace
first.
Prize. Football unites the world.
This is it. The moment we've been waiting for. What a shocker that this was Trump, guys. Could you believe it? This had to be an insider to know this, dude.
On this special occasion, it is an honor to be joined by the FIFA president, Gianni Infantino.
Thank you very much. And please welcome the very first winner of the FIFA Peace Prize, the 45th and 47th President of the United States of America, Mr. Donald J. Trump.
Wow.
Please.
Let's go, Trump. Yeah, ticket yes is a solid play, in my opinion, Tonka. I don't see how he doesn't talk about tickets. See if we can hold on soccer, no.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. President. Mr. President, this is your prize. This is your Peace Prize. There is also a beautiful medal for you that you can wear everywhere you want to go.
Right now.
Okay.
He's going to wear it.
Fantastic. Excellent.
He could definitely say Nobel Peace Prize. I think he's going to say it as a joke.
And you will receive also,
I kind of like that strike.
a certificate which reads out, and I would read it out with your permission, what are the reasons for you receiving this FIFA Peace Prize, Football Unites the World. So the FIFA Peace Prize is presented annually on behalf of the billions of
Can you believe people
football-loving
bought
people
no
from
peace up to
around the
90?
world
Oh my
to
gosh, that's
distinguish
so funny to
individual
think about in
who
retrospect. Someone
exemplifies
actually
an
bought peace no
unwavering
to 90 on
commitment to
Gianni.
advancing peace and unity throughout the world through their notable leadership
That's hilarious.
and action. And therefore, FIFA, the Fédération Internationale de Football
I can't believe I'm
Association,
too stupid to not
awards the
throw up a huge bid at
2025
20 cents to just
FIFA
get like 1,000
Peace
shares.
Prize,
I am lacking.
Football
I am
Unites the
washed.
World, to Donald J. Trump, President of the United States of America, in recognition of his exceptional
Tonka.
and extraordinary
I can't believe
actions to promote peace and unity around the world. Friday, December 5th, 2025. This is the certificate. It's yours. Before giving you the floor, Mr. President, if I may say 2 words. Like everyone here in the room, we see images of war all over the world. And like everyone, we suffer for every child that dies. We cry with every mother that loses someone
Biden all the way
she
down
loves.
in the 20s.
And we want to see hope. We want to see unity.
If I can
We
get
want
this
to
at
see
22,
a future.
I don't
And
know.
I was
I'll put a bid up.
lucky, Mr. President, to witness a few years ago, the Abraham Accord signatures. A few
Do I think
months
he's
ago,
gonna say it?
in
No.
Sharm el-Sheikh, the
Will I
peace
sprinkle
in the
some
Middle
on
East
22 cents?
agreement
Yes.
regarding Gaza. I was in Malaysia and Kuala Lumpur for the peace between Cambodia and Thailand. Yesterday here in Washington, the Washington Peace Agreement between Rwanda and the DRC. Well, this is what we want from a leader that cares about the people. We want to live in a safe world, in a safe environment. We want to unite. That's what we do here today. That's what we'll do at the World Cup, Mr. President. And you definitely deserve the first FIFA Peace Prize for your action, for what you have obtained in your way, but you obtained it in an incredible way. And you can always count, Mr. President, on my support, on the support of the entire football
Gaza,
community,
Middle East all hit.
soccer community.
I wasn't playing Gianni
to help
much. I
you
should have played it.
make peace and make the world prosper all over the world. Thank you very much, Mr. President. The floor is all yours.
All right, I'm gonna see if I can get some of these cheap.
Thank you.
Pull this. See how low they'll go.
Thank you very much. This is truly one of the great honors of my life. And beyond awards, John and I were discussing this. We saved millions and millions of lives. The Congo is an example. Over 10 million people killed.
How was there no 8 war
strike? For another 10 million very quickly. And it just, you know, the fact that we could do that. India, Pakistan, so many different wars that we're able to end, in some cases a little bit before they started, just right before they started.
Hottest is kind of getting low. Oh, no.
But we got them done, and it's such an honor to be with Johnny. I've known Johnny for so long. He's done such an incredible job, and I have to tell you, you've set new records on ticket sales.
I knew. See, I had the bid up for tickets.
I don't want to bring a thing like that up right now, but it's an awfully nice tribute to you and to the game of football, or as we call it, soccer. But football and
no soccer.
An amazing thing. The numbers are beyond any numbers.
Which is faster?
Anybody, even beyond what Johnny thought was possible. I want to thank,
First Lady,
by the way,
Melania, you're right
my
here,
family.
thank you very much.
Great first.
This is faster. Worst audio, but faster.
And I think you're going to have an event the likes of which maybe the world has never seen. Based on the enthusiasm that I've seen, I have never seen anything like it. We've had a tremendous relationship, working relationship with Canada. We have our Prime Minister of Canada there, and we have our President
How do we feel about Hottest?
Mexico. And we've worked closely with those two
get?
countries, and the coordination and friendship and relationship has been outstanding. And I want to thank you both very much, and your countries very much. But most importantly, I just want to thank everybody. The world is a safer place now. The United States 1 year ago was not doing too well.
It's hottest.
And now I have to say we're the hottest country anywhere in the world, and we're going to keep it that way. Thank you all. Thank you. Have a great time. And Johnny, a tremendous honor. Thank you.
Oh, wow. I'm missing all these no's. Wow, I was so late to buy no's. Whatever, I'm not going to bond these no's just in case random shit happens. He always says hottest. It's always hottest, guys. That is the hottest edge. Ugh. Six out of 6, Jong. Let's go. What does that mean P&L wise? I played this terribly, man. I should have just gone all in hottest, but hottest was in the 60s, which I honestly didn't love here. I should have held on to my no economy shares, I guess. I had 500, but whatever. Whatever, guys. We made $50. We had a little bit of a, he said soccer once. We had a little bit of a lotto on no soccer, but yeah, this is just not good performance. It was hard for me to have conviction on this because this is such a weird speech, you know? Like, but a lot of Trump's speeches are weird, so it's like that's where I'll have edges. I need to. I wish I could have gotten more hottest, and I wish I would have gotten ticket filled in the 60s. I had a limit order up before this started at 67. But it is what it is. I got pluses on 250 and Nobel, but damn, lost a lot on yeses, lol. No fest. 390? Alright. Yeah. I could have played this way better. Well, shit, is that like the last mention today? What am I going to do with my life today? What do we have tomorrow? Ah, this is like lagging. Yeah, it is. Hottest is definitely a better lock because there's so many contexts you can bring it up. it's kind of crazy that you could take hottest in the 60s for almost every Trump mention lately, and he's hit it every freaking time. Johnny might still talk. You're probably right. I don't know. I don't know a Johnny. I'm not going to try to act like I have an edge on these Johnny. In CNBC, instead of watching Gianni, I'd rather just like research some other stuff. Yeah, it really is hottest. He went on a tear with hottest like 2-3 weeks ago, and then he kind of stopped saying it. He went like 4 speeches without saying it, and then people thought it was dead. But then the Saudi Arabia guy said that they're the hottest country. And then ever since the Saudi guy has been saying it, you know, the head of Saudi Arabia, Trump has gone back to saying it every speech. He loved, like, if I was a world leader trying to make amends or like make Trump support you, telling him that he is the hottest country is exactly what I would do. Like, you just know Trump heard that and he's thinking about that like every day. Yeah, he does have a huge crush now. Why is Kalshi not letting me scroll up and down on this? Am I crazy? Can I scroll in other markets? I literally can't scroll in the live page. It's like freaking broken. So we have Jamie Dimon tomorrow. Lane Kiffin college game day. This is like super low. Why so sure Trump does not speak again as a host country? Not a bad angle, honestly. I think most people just assumed he was speaking for the award, so I don't think it's like massively confirmed that there's no chance he would speak again. I don't think he will, but could make sense to just pick up some 1 cent. Has this turned into a research stream now? I guess. I don't know. Honestly, it's kind of nice. I'll probably end the stream early pretty soon. But it's nice because there's been so many speeches and Trump mentions and just stuff the last week. I've had no time to like actually do some deep dive research, and now yeah, Foster's saying he wouldn't buy no at 99.95. Maybe that's probably fair. So I guess you could see like what's super bonded. Yeah, you can see most things aren't like completely bonded. Executive order market. He's scheduled to sign this today. Are these markets still like a pain in the ass between seeing like what's an executive order versus what is it, executive action? I remember when they first added these executive order markets when Trump first came into the term. I played them a lot in like the first few weeks back in end of January, early February, and I remember it was always like a little bit of like vagueness and disputes with, because back then it was like you'd be trading the strikes of, would it be 25 to 30 markets or 25 to 30 EOs, and it was like all debates on yep. Then there's a closed press concert. Man, so I guess we're done with Trump meetings this week. This was pretty electric, though. I mean, wow. Spotify runner-up, Jingle Bell Rock at 20 cents. Yeah, see, was that all that Trump was on for, Easy? I think so. I mean, I wouldn't bond any of these at like 95. Or, sorry, at 99. Foster was actually just talking about this. Because there's a chance he could come out as, I guess, a host country and talk. You sold your PCS shares? What was crazy was on the Giannis market, for what would Giannis say? When he didn't come out and say peace in his open, it like somebody mogged the shares of no peace up to like 90 cents, not realizing he was going to say peace when he gave the award out. I missed him. I should have picked those up. That was such an easy... Yeah. I didn't have much on this speech. I mean, this was just kind of hard for me to think about. I did watch part of your clip with Tyrael on what he was saying, which did help me lean towards this being more of a no speech. But I mostly just got in early on some of these and sold out. I mean, I made $50. It's not really... Yeah. So he ended up just not saying peace at all. Is that accurate? It just, or did he end up... I can't believe he snuck in. Well, I can believe it. The whole hottest strike. Yeah, it happens. Look, you can't, sometimes you got to make the cut and sometimes it comes back. But, can't complain about it, It's just you got to make the best decision you can with the information you have at the time, I had the best information, I thought. Emergency, what's happening? No.
This is the official ball for the World Cup, and we are now going to do the draw, ladies and gentlemen. But before that, as is customary, there is always the question that
somebody
the moderator asks the draw assistant. So I would like to start with Mr. Carney. How big a deal is it to co-host the World Cup for Canada? Oh. Difficult question, I know, but...
It is the biggest of deals, Gianni. It's the #1 sport for Canadian boys and girls.
Okay, we got some really cheap shares right when he came back out.
The last World Cup. And we are partnered with the United States and Mexico, welcoming the world. There's more than 200 nationalities in Canada, more than 200 nationalities in FIFA. The top 48 are coming to North America.
All right.
It is going to be the biggest deal ever.
Fantastic. Thank you so much.
Let's see, Trump.
Presidenta
Wait, let me turn it up.
Sheinbaum, la Copa Mundial della FIFA 2026.
We just got a ton of pretty cheap shares.
Más grande de la historia, y México,
Could Trump somehow weave in China here?
Al convertirse en el único país en albergar 3 ediciones del torneo.
Wow, Parsival literally perfectly called this. He was just talking about this.
Bueno, estamos orgullosas de recibir
Go
por
unhinged,
tercera
Trump.
vez la Copa Mundial. México es un país extraordinario, bello,
I got all these at
mágico,
like 2 cents.
y millones visitarán nuestra nación. Además,
Wow, somebody bought
quiero
this at
decirles
40?
que
I'll sell
tenemos un
this.
pueblo extraordinario, trabajador y algo especial. Nosotros disfrutamos del juego de pelota desde tiempos ancestrales.
Make sure I'm sped
Fenomenal.
up.
Gracias.
All right, Trump.
Mr. President,
Let's
President
go.
Trump,
Say
next
China.
summer is historic for the United States in
Say
more
economy.
than one way. What does it mean to you that the FIFA World Cup is actually taking place in the United States 250th birthday?
Well,
Special.
for years, Johnny, they've thought soccer or football would be so big so fast. And I remember I shouldn't say this because it was a long time ago, but I remember watching Pelé play on a team called the Cosmos. Pelé, who was fantastic, as you know, I assume one of the greats.
Oh, yes.
And,
Pelé. Let's applaud Pelé, please.
Is he going to say Ronaldo here?
And
Ronaldo's jumping.
He scored 3 goals out there. I said, that man can play. I was pretty young at that point, and who knew this was going to happen? But when you look at what has happened to football in the United States, again, soccer in the United States, we seem to never call it that because we have a little bit of a conflict with
what?
Another thing that's called football. But when you think about it, shouldn't it really be called? I mean, this is football. There's no question about it. We have to come up with another name for the NFL stuff.
Yeah.
It really doesn't make sense when you think about it. It is really football. But who would have thought it would have come to a level where you've set your all-time season ticket ratings? Nobody's ever sold as many tickets.
No one's ever done it.
A long way from that ball being kicked down the field. So I just want to congratulate you. What an incredible leap this has been, and congratulations to FIFA.
Thank you. Thank you, President.
Wow.
Big round of applause, and the best is still to come, of course. So let's start with the draw. I will just show you how it works. I've done a few of them.
But he's
Don't
still
be
up there.
scared, right? So you have to basically mingle the balls a little bit. You can see, I show this for the public, you see. Mingle. And then, one by one, we start with Mr. Carney.
He hasn't said any words that weren't...
Wait. You open it. You see there is a little paper inside. You take out the paper, these 2 things, you can throw them in here. And then you can show to the public what you have drawn, which for me is FIFA, of course. I'm just the moderator. Mr. Carney, do you want to start? Don't forget, and pick the right ball, please. Already chosen. Okay, let's see which team.
I have no
will be
idea
drawn
if Drake's performing.
By Mr. Mark Carney. Oh, Canada! Oh, congratulations. Canada, ladies and gentlemen, the first team drawn in
Wow, Mark
this
Carney draws Canada.
World Cup. Group B1 for Canada, by the way.
That's a true
We can
Canadian
continue.
patriot.
Por favor, podemos seguir, Presidenta. Vamos a ver el sorteo más importante del mundo y vamos a ver cuál es el equipo.
¡Viva
México! ¡México! Felicidades.
Wait, they obviously all
México,
have their own
Grupo
country
A1,
strikes.
Presidenta. Grupo A1 por México. Muchas felicidades. President Trump, up to you. Don't forget to mingle, to mix.
I think I know what this is going to be now.
Everything.
But let's see.
Are you sure? Are you sure this is the ball? You can still change it if you want.
Does he know something that I don't know? Let's give it a shot.
Let's give it a shot. Let's give it a shot. I agree. Okay.
This is shocking.
United States of America.
USA! This is more rigged than smart.
Excellent. Group D1.
I know.
Can I ask all the 3 of you to lift like this?
Okay.
There should have been a market for this.
In front of your chest like this. Yeah, the name of the country. We'll give a nice photo. Excellent. And if I can ask you to come in front here for another photo with the paper, con el papelito, por favor. There, here, where you can see the, voila, here, for another photo so that everyone can see what you have drawn. Here we are. Thank you very much. Well done, congratulations, great assistance. If I may take a selfie with the 3 of you.
Parsival.
Come.
Oh, wait, did you get... Yeah, Parsival, you were with us on that, right?
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Let's go.
But Parsival, what a call on Trump coming back up. He didn't hit any of the strikes, but... That was a solid thought process.
Now, in just 6 months' time, millions of fans from every corner.
I can't watch the rest of this though. I don't care about soccer. I mean, I love World Cup. Don't get me wrong.
Support. One shared passion unites us all.
Do you watch the World Cup draw every year? See, that's where I have no edge on this. I never watch World Cup draw. I feel out of my element. That's why I was like size very small on this to begin with. I do love the World Cup though. Everybody's getting back into mentions now, Parsifal. Mentions used to be a dead category. Now, they're the hottest category on prediction markets.
You hear stories about your local team.
A market on the FIFA thing?
A player. A moment.
A pre-recorded Gianni video?
Myths and legends. Passed down from generation to generation.
It's not the games, it's the people.
Well, let's see. Maybe someone will put me out of my misery on... Oh, no, I don't think so.
Fan culture has been here for decades. Evolving. Creating communities. Whether you're in the stadium or watching...
I know the World Cup's every 4 years. I may not watch soccer, but I know that. I still watch it every year. We're actually pretty good this year, right? The USA. We're like better than... I heard we're better than like Argentina, Germany, especially Canada this year.
All shared with your loved ones. Or people you
I just view the World Cup as USA versus Canada.
Because to be
It's the only team I want to beat.
Is to belong to the world's biggest family.
Rage bait.
Wow. Well, I could tell you that the Ramirez Arco are in the middle of that video celebrating.
There's still the market for what will Giannis say. I wonder if he secretly hit anything there.
Me, you know that I'm fanboying because I'm standing next to a legend here. Hugo Sanchez,
Gianni.
the legendary. Please clap it up for Hugo. So, Hugo, I'd love to ask you, y te pregunto en español o en inglés, lo que sea, pero primero en inglés. What's
World Cup of Twitter?
World Cup,
Ben
man? 'Cause I know that
Freeman
before you were a
Dustin.
superstar, you're a
Dude,
fan
that
of the global game.
that was
So,
a
¿cuál es tu
straight
primera
viral
memoria
tweet.
del fútbol?
That was mega viral. That was #1 on my X news thing. Was that tweet? That's how you know prediction markets are mainstream. Prediction markets super psycho.
Para que vuelva a ser otro mundial en México va a ser difícil. Entonces, me gustaría jugar con la selección mexicana en un mundial, pero pensé que no iba a ser tan pronto. Y afortunadamente
Yeah, you can have a
en el
bagel.
86
I have 6.
pudo ser posible y ese sueño se me hizo realidad. Quería
I don't know. Do I sit through the rest of this thing and like just think Gianni might come out? This is I don't know. I don't know if I have the time for that. Why don't I punt some more money on Spotify markets? That sounds like a good investment. All right, so now I have 24 hours until another mention market that I'm going to play, because I'm going to play the college football announcer one tomorrow. I'm not going to play the Lane Kiffin one. Doesn't look like that's getting... I mean, that'll be exciting. I just don't think it's getting a lot of liquidity. Person of the Year research stream. All I'm going to say on Person of the Year, Phantom, is if when that drops this time, I won't be missing it. I will be ready. All right. Giannis is most likely going to leave the Bucks. Dude, AI is coming down. Yeah, coming out of WordPress. The world's most important information is all stored in some shitty WordPress article. Everybody thought all those markets were, you know, it's all the markets people have suspected were insiders. It's really just WordPress articles. Then the world's top secrets are all stored in a WordPress article, just embedded in there. Like, how do you get this confident, though? You know what I mean? That this is going to be AI. Is it an insider? I don't know. Is that what it's... That's... Is there some guy with just like 100K already on AI? This is... I don't know if I can do these markets again. When does Times Person of the Year come out? Let's ask ChatGPT. I want to trade the NBA. Hard to figure out which broadcast. Yeah, I actually think you're kind of right that it is hard to figure out which broadcast. Because I'm pretty sure it's like, if it's nationally broadcast, what does ChatGPT say? Early to mid-December 2024, it came out on the 12th. So we're probably like a week out. Does ChatGPT have any advice? Who will win Times Person of the Year 2025? Please do not reference prediction markets when making your guess. Please include estimated probabilities. See, guys, if you ever wonder those sharps and ideas section, how they're coming up with these insane predictions, it's because they ask AI, cool question. It's obviously impossible to know for sure. It's impossible to know for sure. There's no way somebody could somehow know with 99% certainty 3 days before this market. But based on what we know so far and thinking about the kinds of influence Times tends to resort, I think AI is the most likely winner in 2025. Streamer of the Year award, I Show Speed is a bond. All right, I'll look at the Streamer of the Year award. Whatever. Who will win Streamer of the Year? Wow, it's really I Show Speed and Kai Cenat. Yeah, AI is good to use to help with your research, but guys, if you are like asking AI to like come up with a probability and then you just, use that to pick something, I would heavily discourage it. I would use AI to help you research, but please do not enter a market in AI and then say, who should I pick? And just bet on that. Like, that's not going to work. He killed you slipping in the word soccer there? How heavy were you on soccer? No. It looks like there's just like one market maker just trying to make this with like a 6-cent spread. Does that actually work? Like, I feel like you would just get absolutely killed. Is this tomorrow, the Streamer of the Year Awards? Yeah, tomorrow, 6 p.m. EST. Yeah, he kept saying, he'd say football. And then say, I don't know football, but I do know soccer. You've been watching him your whole life and this can't slip. Why are you so confident it's I Show Speed instead of Kai Cenat? Isn't Kai Cenat also famous? You had 30% of your bankroll and no soccer? Respect. By the way, look at this. Foster officially breaking through 400K profit. What a champion. I think he hits 500K before end of year. Well, people are bonding this pretty heavily. Does Trump ever, like, change his signing times for signing an executive order? I doubt it. But it'd be something that'd be interesting to look at. And how does this market work? Is this just like... Wait a minute. Can you just, like, refresh roll call and be the first to bond roll call? Foster interview was goated. The one I did on my channel... Yeah, that was a good interview. That was like that was the first interview I ever did when I started streaming. It's my first ever stream was interviewing Foster. Yeah. That is a good interview. Kevin Hassett's coming down a bit for Fed chair too. He was up to like 85. Okay, I have now like basically 2 days. Do I typically play the same no strikes for NFL announcer markets? It kind of varies, John Jung, by day. How'd I do on FIFA? I pretty much broke even on FIFA. Varun. I didn't play any big positions. I should have played hottest big. I was trying to. I do think actually speed is a lock there for 80 cents. That maker spread low key may be sharp. Yeah. Okay, but I have 24 hours. What's your favorite thing to do researching now that we have some time until the next big speeches? Well, what I'm going to research first, to give you context on like what I'm going to look at, is the Georgia-Alabama game. No 1-250 was a lock, Danny James. I guess I should have copied you there. But I'm gonna research the hell out of this market, Georgia, Alabama. I am not gonna research it live because I want to be able to build up very large positions on this game. So I'm not gonna like show my limit orders. But this is gonna be the first thing I'm gonna research. Any appetite for history for Gianni? I don't think history, yes, is a bad play. But does he say history or does he say historic? Like here's his last. Here's the 2022 one I think he did. He didn't say history in his opening last year. But I would be shocked if you can convince me that there's really not value in buying history for a penny. Or even 2 cents, assuming he can come back out. So, yeah, I'll throw a 1,000 share bid up at 2 cents. I can't believe that there's not value there. He already said historic. I will gladly punt $20 on that. He already said it was his last time speaking? Wait, what? He did? How do you even say that? What do you say? It's my last time speaking?
Which for me is FIFA, of course. I'm just the on this tool like the paper con el papelito, por favor. There, here where you can see the voila, here for another photo so that everyone can see what you have drawn. Here we are.
He said it before the draw.
Here, you can still change it. In this Canada, ladies and what you have paper inside. You take out the paper, these two things, you can throw them in here, and then you can show to the public what you have drawn, which for me is FIFA, of course. I'm just the moderator. Mr. Carney, do you want to start?
He didn't say it there.
Don't forget and pick.
Oh, when he came out on stage? Okay, let's see.
And congratulations to on the field. So you've what
visitarán.
You're thinking too much about the turkey pardon still? Alright, let me see. Did he officially say he's done?
The 5th and 47th President of the United States. Please welcome now. We change it all. Well.
Oh my gosh, why does this take so long to freaking... Okay, here we go.
Hello. You can clap because this is the last time that you will see me on stage.
Yeah, last time you'll see me on stage. See, Alex right there is getting some edge in terms of how... I don't know why global is priced like this, though. To me, it makes me think that something is off. Like, did he say something related to global? Another thing you guys have to realize is they spoke before they officially came out on stage. Like, some interviewers or some reporters were interviewing them. I don't think that will count, but I don't want to get involved in a big rules dispute. So I just don't want to risk any words he might have said before the speech. But yeah, I don't know how this is at 73, 74. Oh, he said global in a pre-recorded thing played during the event. Oh, God. Oh, God. For those that aren't aware, there's a history of rule cucks about saying pre-recorded things. Let's see. I don't know. It's happened before where that's not during. No is a lock. But Danny, like, have you been around? Yes, Dustin, you literally called that. But Danny, have you been around in other markets where that's happened? Like, they did the Fox News interview on Brian Kilmeade's show, and they aired historical things Trump had said, and it counted. Okay, you're saying because it says on stage. Okay. All I know is there have definitely been historic times where they have aired pre-recorded things, and it is counted for yes. So just, I would caution anyone treating anything as a lock here, because there's probably risks. But if you feel very confident on one way, then obviously there may be, you know, good play you can do here. I mean, what happened? It went up to 90. See, I got to catch these more. That's how you know I'm off my game, that I'm not catching these disputes. You got filled at 8 cents and sold at 49. See, that's a good move right there. That's what I'm saying I need to do. Fed decision. When is this getting close enough to where I can bond 25 bips cut? When we're a couple days out, I'll bond whichever way it goes. Yeah, I guess Penn State's decided. Matt Campbell. God damn, Matt Campbell was literally 1% 4 days ago. Holy shit. Crazy. I heard Honduras flipped too. Yeah, look at Honduras election. See, I've survived a lot of these crazy freaking markets lately. The fact I only lost 5K this week with all the shit that happened on that Spotify market, I'll take it. We survived. Best AI. Gemini's still at 83. Well, all right, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to call it there. I'm not going to watch the rest of this to see if any of these people come back out. We will be back with more streams. Probably nothing today. I don't think there's more mentions, but you know next week we'll be back. Maybe I'll stream this weekend if something comes up. But I probably won't. But I'll get some clips. You know, I'll take Yes Global, it's leaning towards. Honestly, I have no position on this, but just based off of the historical precedent, they have resolved pre-recorded as yes in many instances. So I just would caution, you know, people in these markets. I would never recommend, by the way, guys, that any of you trade disputed markets unless you like are in these things very frequently. Like trading disputes, you're just going to lose to sharps who literally follow every single one of these markets because they'll know the precedents, they'll know the arguments, they'll know the contracts, they've seen these before. So if you try to trade in a dispute and you're just like someone who occasionally trades mentions, you're just going to get killed. So I wouldn't recommend it. Yeah. Well, I'm sorry, DZ Lift. But it's a good learning experience. Look, everybody gets screwed on their first rules cuck. Mine was over a year ago. I've been in this game for a while. I've gotten wrecked on rules before. So I once watched a market for who would win the Venezuelan election go where Maduro won the election and is the sitting president of Venezuela. And I watched a market resolve for no, Maduro didn't win the election. So I've seen some things in my days. I watched it go from 99 to 1%. Are there NBA mentions today? Are these already up? What is all this? Euro League. There's a Lakers Celtics mention, but it's kind of hard to find. I had to search for it. I'll be playing NBA announcer soon. You guys all saw, I assume, that the Fade God himself I'm sure you guys saw that the Fade God himself yesterday. How hilarious was this? This guy Trent Atya literally was posting about the NFL announcer market last night. He posted him taking what a catch. And then I just saw the what a catch price moving crazy. This was before I even knew he was tweeting it out. So I was building up a pretty big no position. Foster built up I think a 5K no position. Yeah, he had 6K shares. I know what a catch. I had like 2K shares. But it was because that Trent guy tweeted it out. It was hilarious. And look at the views these things got. Like Foster's tweet got 400K views. So I just am so bullish on NFL announcer mentions because it seems like Prize Picks users, the Prize Picks like mentions are just really like the Kalshi markets. Like that's where the liquidity and volume flows through. So I'm so bullish on NFL announcer markets, and there's some of my favorite. I've made 10,000 plus this last 2 months just on the NFL announcer mentions. So if liquidity is going to be crazy for these last few games, and they said they're gonna launch them for every single NFL game Sunday, so I might have so much money on mentions Sunday, and thankfully I have a lot of cash available. I have like 50K cash ready for if they launch NFL announcer mentions for like every market. And I'm just going to make every single strike. So that'll be fun. But ladies and gentlemen, I think doing them for every single game Sunday is going to be tough. They are, John Jung. That's what's amazing about it. John Jung, it is the greatest flow. Sorry, I was too close to my mic. It's the greatest flow you could ever freaking want. Too many distracts casuals. Yeah, it does, but I mean, the difference, Tonka, is that I agree with you, but the way they're going to show it is they're not going to show it as a separate market. They're going to show the mentions as a prop underneath the game market. That's how they showed it the other day, and that's where I think they're going to move towards. And then that way, it'll just be like come an accepted other thing you can look at, as almost like a prop for what will the NFL announcers say under the game line. So it needs to be both, yeah. But, I mean, I'll take it. I will provide liquidity to those markets. Yeah, PrizePicks users can only market buy. And I say it should be kept that way. I mean, do you really think a PrizePick user would ever be used to doing a limit order? Yeah, they're buying from our book, Dustin. That's how it works. That's why yesterday What a Catch went so crazy. Listen, Loxy, come on. They have no idea what a limit order is anyways. I just will say I am so excited about that flow. That is going to be electric flow. But, you know, maybe it'll be tough flow. I mean, these guys watch all the games. They know ball, is what I'd say. So, we'll see. Third-party apps should be liquidity only, no buy-sell orders. You mean like no limit orders? If so, that's what they already are. Like Robinhood, I don't think you can do a limit order. I think it's just you can only be a taker, which I fully endorse. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Ugh. I don't know why I just had a drink in the afternoon. Now I'm like yawning. It was just too boring of a FIFA World Cup draw. We will be back. Do you really want 6-hour research streams? I will do long streams soon. It's just like, I will do that eventually. But the issue is I love to help people win. And I love to share advice, strategies to be profitable. But if I am like streaming myself, building up big positions, yeah, no, you're right. But if I'm like streaming myself, building up big positions and have limit orders out, I don't know if you notice, but anytime I go live for a mention and put like a big limit order out, it's just like I'll get penny jump to hell. The price moves. I can't build up size, you know, so I won't make any money because I can't. I literally can't get positions. So, yes, exactly, Tonka. So I will stream after I build up positions, and then that'll be perfect. But also, I will share advice about thought process into building positions. Like, if I encounter something that is a non-recurring thing, you know, I will say, here was my thought process. Like yesterday when I looked at hottest, like, here's my thought process if you find value on it. But, you know, like the NFL announcer markets, you know, I have certain things that maybe will give me a long-term edge that I'm not going to explicitly say what it is, obviously, because it's in my best interest. But, like, I'm just being straight up. I mean, you guys would all assume that, obviously. But anyways, so long story short, once I get to like 90K and I'm like really close to the 100K, I might do like some really long streams for like the final week. Cause I feel like that'd be fun. I could just title it like the 100K stream, and then it'll be like the final 10K. I'll trade everything live, and I'll do like 12-hour daily streams. I'll just be cracked out till we hit 100K. That would be fun. Advice on global. Sorry, are you on global yes or global no? Whatever position you are on that, I would honestly just place a limit order. I mean, assuming you're like a new user, I would just place a limit order to sell out of it at whatever the lowest price is. So just go 1 cent below the lowest price someone's offering. And then hopefully it lets you sell out. I don't know. I just would not recommend newer users ever get involved in a rules dispute. So like under that, yeah, I don't know. But obviously it's hard. They come up for you sometimes, and there's nothing you can do sometimes. You know, look at me on the Spotify market. I didn't want to get involved in some freaking leak, but I had a resting order out of 5K, and I got smoked. So you can try your best to avoid disputes, but they'll find you sometimes. But I wish you all the best. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning into the stream. We will be back next week. Maybe I'll do a stream this weekend. I don't know. I feel like I need a break a little bit, so I might not. I'm like, after I lost 5K to start this week, I have been like 18 hours at my computer all day, every day. I mean, granted, I have been doing that for like 2 months, but just like, oh, you got cooked on a rules cuck in the beginning? Yeah, I don't recommend. Yeah, see, but you learn from it. I've gotten cooked on rules cuck so many times before. Treat everything, guys, like learning. It's very hard in the beginning, but like try to keep emotions out of it too. You know what I mean? If I'm live trading sports games, and how do I sell buy on mode without taking cash out value? PJ, you can put a limit order through the app. So when you try to do something on the app, it'll just show everything in dollars, and then in the top right, it'll say like, I think it says like dollars, and you can click on it, and you can say limit order. And then you can even press this little button on your screen in like one of the top right angles. Just search for it, you'll find it, and you click on it, and it takes you to the order book, and you can find the order book. Fortunately, I can't show that because my camera is my phone. But ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in. I'll still be active in my Discord if you guys have questions you want to ping me. I'm probably not going to stream the rest of the day. But I'll try to post some clips maybe. Maybe I'll do some editing. But I need to do some research, okay? I need to make some money. Have a great rest of your week. Enjoy the rest of your Friday. Have a great weekend. Thank you.